No Illusions came about as a suggestion of a friend of mine, and my graphics guy, David Meinzer, who a couple of years ago said, you know, it'd be a great idea to do a compilation album of Buffalo women singer-songwriters. I was working with Ani DeFranco at the time. But working with Ani DeFranco is like a full-time occupation. She's a very busy young woman, and I had no chance to do anything. But when we finally parted ways earlier this year, the suggestion came up again. I started contacting some people. They were real enthusiastic about it. And instead of putting it out next year, which is what I originally thought, here we are.
We had a visitor today. His name was Uncle Ray. As he sat,
I really tried to put songs together on the album that would sort of speak to the songs around them in one way or another that would fit. So I mean, if I look at it not as a stream of 15 songs, but like as 5 clusters of 3 songs. You know, it's like little sets actually. You know, little radio sets.
He contacted me, and initially I was just going to kind of put the whole thing together for him at the end once all the songs had been completed. And as it turned out, I ended up recording about, well, maybe half of the songs on there. The rest were recorded with other engineers in other studios that I didn't work at, and then at the end I kind of put the whole thing together and mastered it and tried to make it sound cohesive.
He's been very industrious about trying to get the music of these 15 people heard. He's done a couple of showcases in Rochester as well as Buffalo. And he was nice enough to allow me to bring my whole band, which is a little different than what's actually on his No Illusions album.
He's a real nice guy. He's super enthusiastic, and that's always good no matter what. You know, it kind of bounces off. If someone cares about what you're doing and they're into it, it makes you want to live up to whatever they expect of you.
This was just this was the luck of the draw. I mean, I heard all these songs as demo tapes. I asked people to submit demo tapes to me. I consulted with Michael Meldrum and Bob Stalder from the People Art Coffee House, and as to who they thought was good, and I had some people on my mind that I wanted to approach. And I simply asked them to submit me demo tapes. We agreed on a song that would really stick with me, that I thought was just a good tune. And then I told them, well, you know, make something that will sound good on CD and it will play on college radio. And that's basically it. I mean, I left it at that, and then I figured, well, you know, we'll see what comes in. And people did a great job. I was just astounded at what some people went out and did.
she said, "Honey, what is keeping you?" I tried to yell, but stood there frozen.
A lot of times people don't have the impetus to, say, do their own projects because A, money, B, they maybe don't feel confident enough in their product, or they just are so busy working that they just don't take the time, which I think is most of it, take the time to put the project down and have something something tangible that everybody can use.
My thought was to sort of fill that gap that I always wanted to see filled back when I was playing, and to provide that bridge between the local scene and the national scene in the world.
Dale's really making an effort to get Buffalo on the map with his record company, and I think he's going to be successful.